Today, we will be hacking your life to make your life a better life to live. Crap, I messed that up. Anyway, just gonna keep this rolling. Alright, today I'm gonna be doing talk on this amazing book. And you will probably like it too. And why is that? Well, today we will be shattering the notion about who you are and what you are, and the thing that we should learn and we shouldn't do, and all that, and go I don't even know what I just said, but I cannot be loud, because if I was loud I'd be going stuff like that. Anyway, so let's talk about this first. I'm going to be talking about the transcend, the culturescape, rules, consciousness, engineering, bend reality, create a future for your life. Now, this is actually his first book. I didn't know why didn't he write other books? This is a good thing I bought this book. It's amazing. So, let's start off with this. Subscribe to my channel. Like my video. Well, don't like my video, but I foresee that you like my video already and you subscribe to this channel, because I already see that I see it in my mind that you have touched your phone, the touch screen. You touch it, and bam, you subscribe. Or you go on a laptop, you click the mouse, and you subscribe. Okay? Alright, we got that out of the way. Now, for those who are in personal development and law of attraction, there are still belief systems that you still have, and that you still, well, it's in there. So, the thing is, for those who are in personal development, right? You still believe in a lie that's been told by society. Even the law of attraction community, they know the law of attraction, but they still live in the confinement of the reality that most people live. And that reality is culture escape. Everything that society is made up by opinion base. It's not by actual facts. Of course, there are actual facts, but I'm talking about everything. It's basically, you could say it's a mind virus. We affect our children, our kids, the way we grew up to be. Your parents, the teachers, they inject you with a mind virus. They go, and then you believe that to be true. Therefore, it cloud your vision, right? Your vision, or your the way you see things, it's clouded. We have to be very careful of how we put in our mind, because our whole life, if you think about it, our whole life, if we're not careful, when kids were born, we are imprinting a software. This book will talk about software, and that the thing that we believe in are nothing but opinion, right? I said that, right? But these opinions seem so true that we imprinted into our mind, and these become the concept, the mental structure, if we will, and live that way. So our whole life is based on like a computer. A computer is where, let's say they say every few years a computer, they take out the old software and make the new software run faster and better. So that's, if you think about it, all the ideas that we have in our mind, or our belief system, our cherished belief system, is a old software that we have. And that is like let's talk about well, we already talked about transcendent culture. Culture is nothing but a base upon habitual way of thinking, people thinking, and their opinion, the way of thinking used to be all the way back to thousands of years ago, where we used to live that way. Now we don't live that way anymore, but we still think that way, because society rules are very hard to get out, because the reason why it's hard to get out, because you will be criticize you, because you're disrupting people's value, man. You're disrupting what people believe in, because they either whatever your food taste is, your religion, whatever. It's because you were a kid. They were feed you when your parents feed you the thing that you like when you were a kid. You can put any software, any belief system, any idea, and dump it into the kid, and the kid will act out and play it into the reality. The reality is you can change your reality, meaning you can swap out old software, old idea, and swap with the new idea, which is conscious engineering. Conscious engineering is about our whole life we can change. It's about changing the software within our mind. Because the mode of reality that we live in is how, if we want things to change, we have to change the software, the belief system that's in our mind. And if we do that, if we change the way how we consume information, people don't consume information like I do. I changed my software. I used to believe what everybody else believed, social proof. Social proof is where you follow everybody else way of thinking or way of doing things, their mentality, and you believe that it's the right thing to do and it's safe, and everybody does it. You follow that. But of course that's the human mind way of thinking, but we have to avert, we don't want to fit in, And then here's the definition of rules. A rule is a bullshit rule that we adopt to simplify our understanding of the world, because the world is very complex. We weren't taught how to become a better parents, how to have a better relationship with either our significant others or with ourselves, for that matter. We always beat ourselves, and they never, school for that matter. People, what's the software that we have? Well, the software is you need to go to school to be able to guarantee you success in life. A lot of people have that software. And, when I was becoming aware of these facts, I start reading personal development. What I understand that was a lot of people don't like the way I say things. I used to be what they call conform to their rules, because there are these concepts, if you will, are rules within the society. Their way of thinking is to a structure of limitation within the mind. It's a limitation. You can't do this, you can't do that, stuff da. Now, when we start to change ourselves, we will get attacked, criticized, and say, "Why are you so strange? Why are you going there? It doesn't work." Stuff like that. The reason why you should swap out for the new idea, because the new idea is much better, and it make your life much more joyful, much more be able to flow with life, if you will. Now, we already touched on conscious engineering, rules, and landscape, right? Now we need to touch on bending reality. Bending reality is the universe as if the universe has your back. Now, there are four human state of living, right? There the negative spiral, the current reality trap, and then stress and anxiety, and bending reality. I guess I'll read this all four. The negative spiral: in this state, you are not happy in the now, nor do you have a vision of your future. With little to enjoy or look forward to, this painful place to be, and certainly not one where you want to spend any significant amount of time. Often, when in this state, you're feeling depressed, which is most people. The current reality trap: this state feels great because you're happy in the now. There's nothing wrong with being in the state now and then, for example, where you're having an amazing experience or on vacation. But remember, happiness alone can be fleeting. You can get happy from smoking a joint, but long-term happiness and fulfillment come from something more, the need to contribute, to grow and do meaningful things. While this state may bring you temporary happiness, It won't bring you long-term fulfillment, stress, and anxiety. This the state I was in during the years of struggle to build a business. A lot of entrepreneurs are on this state, or a lot of career-driven people in this state. You may have big goals, but you tie your happiness to these goals. You are waiting to decide the next big deal, move into the next office, hit that next revenue milestone before you sell it. It's great. Well, it's great to think big and want to accomplish an amazing thing, but it's not optimal state if you're postponing your happiness along the way. If you're working hard but aren't making progress, or if you feel you have a lot to offer but aren't getting where you want to go, you may be stuck in this state. Bending reality. This is the ideal state where you're happy in the now and you have a vision for the future that drives you. Your vision pulls you forward, but you're happy now, despite not having yet obtained that vision. When you're in this state, there's a feeling of growth and enjoyment. It's about journey as well as the destination. And an interesting observation is this state is that often seem as if the universe has your back. Call it what you want, but it starts to feel as if you're lucky. The right opportunity, ideas, and people seem to gravitate you towards to you. It's as if our happiness is rocket fuel moving toward your vision. So there you go. So the idea is this: for those who are into personal development and law of attraction and spirituality, and then for those who are on the opposite side of society, their way of thinking, you will have friends who are not in your way of thinking. You will have friends that slowly and surely they'll come to your side because they believe in that, because they see that you're growing. They see you changing. Life is always about changing. Life is, when people start going the route of, conform with the idea of the average person or the masses, if you will, they're still asleep. They're not awake toward their destiny. They believe that they're strung on the string and the puppet, and therefore they're depressed. They hate their life. They're lost. They complain about life and da-da-da-da-da. But in order, the reason why they complain about their life, because they have some software that they need to have. And that software is causing them their problem, their mental state. And they're at ease. Whether you are wanting a better life, we still have to create a vision for your future. I got this already. Alright, so here's the thing. I'm talking to you. Are you afraid to get out of the mindset that we have to be like everybody else, or we have to be fit in? That's the thing. That's the rules of society. People want to fit in, so they don't want to be an outcast. But I'd rather be a different person than be a fit in, because if you fit in with the crowd, what would happen? Well, you start to talk like them, you act like them, you start to do the thing that is not productive. You're just being busy for sake. And when you do those things, are you happy? Maybe for a moment, maybe for a year or two. But then when your life go down the drain, I guess, that's you. You're the cause of your problem. So you want to change your life, and you want to change the effect that you want to become successful. You must change your mental state. You got to change the software that's inside your mind. The software is this: we believe in certain things, and we believe in a certain belief system that's holding us back. And that's limiting belief system, right? But here's the thing. The belief are clouding your judgment. The belief is clouding your action. The belief is clouding the way you think things are. And therefore, you're getting a result that you don't want. So if you want to get the result that you do want, you got to change the software, the belief system that's inside your mind. And for young people, it's very easy to change their mind. But for adults, very hard. Because they're already set in their habitual way of thinking, because they're chained by the habits of the thoughts, which the thoughts are in their subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is very powerful, ladies and gentlemen. If we don't understand how to use this subconscious mind to our purpose, therefore our whole life will be used against it. A lot of people are used by their ideas and belief about themselves and the world. And here, we're talking about if the mode of reality that you live in aren't working anymore, you know, we are now in the information knowledge age. You know, most people are still in the industrial age about a job or college and school. School, I still have a problem with this. I don't know why school still operate the old model of reality. That old model of reality is, you, in order to become successful in life, you have to go to school. In order to go to school or be successful, you need an education. But we live in the modern era now. We have abundance of books, information out in the open. Meaning, it's never been happened before. You know, books are, you know, for those are, you know, used to be for rich people, and they don't give you the books to read, or, I mean, you know, it used to be closed. Only the wealthy or those people who have library, they read. But those who are not uneducated, they don't have. But you don't have the excuse now. Whether you learn it through my videos, whether you learn it from other videos, YouTube videos, information, Google, and books and audio books, just learn. Because what you're doing is you're swapping out the useless information that doesn't help you in your adventure to grow you. See, the thing is what this is. So, in order to create a better future, a better life, a better way of being, you see, when we start to change ourselves, most people wouldn't like it because we are, because most people in their mind, they already know you as you. Like, they categorize as who you are already. Because it takes too much energy to think of you changing. You know, they're in denial. They change. You know, you change and you believe like, wow, you're crazy. How you believe that now? Matter of fact, I always believed that, but it's just that I became more aware of who I truly am and begin to be able to bring out more of my potential. Most of the people have not bring out their true potential. People are trapped by dogma, their ideas about the world. People are still living in that world. You know, it's tough when you go have a conversation, because you can't really find people. Only you occasionally is you bump into people, and you know, you have intellectual deep conversation. You like that person because they're more open-minded. Because usually when the traditional or the culture scape, their mode of reality, they're already stuck inside. It's how they live their life, you know. But if you're thinking about it as a game, you know, if our whole life, if you ever play a game, you know, you always upgrade to another level. So why can't we do that? Why can't we imagine that our life is as a game, and we're the character, we can change and we can upgrade to better, more powerful life, or more amazing life than we are now. And those who are in love attraction, let me talk, because I get kind of pissed at this too. Those who are watching me now, law of attraction people, stop for a second. You are thinking about a lot of things that aren't working, right? That's your software. That's your thinking. That's your belief. If you have studied 2 years or 3 years of law of attraction, but you have not integrated, you have not make it into your part of your reality, therefore you just know it intellectually. You have not. There's another side, that is mastery. A lot of, even if you master, there's still another level to go up. You know, that's personal development. You have to become a personal development junkie, if you will. Now, for goals, you know, I get tripped up on goals all the time. And a lot of people set really small goals, even the personal and law of attraction people. You know why? Because they are scared. They are uncertain that it will happen for them. The goals aren't there for you to obtain. Well, you may be, when you reach the goal and obtain the goal, that's maybe because you do that. But goals are there for you to grow in the mindset, evolution, your skill set. You know, we have a cognitive skill set where we can apply into our life. The awareness. Come on, man. Goals are there to make you aware. I mean, if you think about it, if you set goals that you already know how to do, how are you going to be aware of to make it better? You know, that's in the book called Bounce and Talent is Overrated. They talk about deliberate practice. It's just that deliberate practice, you hear about 10,000 hours, right? It's about that reaching that little bit difficulty make you become better. It's not in the easy that we do, like it come natural or effortlessly. You have to increase it a little bit harder, over time. Just like a muscle, when you go to train your muscle to make your arm bigger, you have to overload it. You have to do a little bit more difficult. For those who are afraid to do that, you don't deserve, you don't deserve the thing that you have right now. You keep complaining, for those who are in law of attraction and personality, if you complain and you're still in that mindset, get out of it. It's toxic for your life. It's toxic for creating the life that you don't want. Trust me, if you're, I realized through my years of hanging with successful people, they have a different mindset. Their mind is they don't have a toxic mindset like unsuccessful people do. Because unsuccessful people always beat themselves up. I get that, people say they have limit, but it's the limitation within your mind. A lot of people talk about that. And then goals, goals people set, even in law of attraction, are goals that society set for you already. You should set a goal to go to college. You set a goal to get a better job. Just to get a goal, to get married in a certain type of person. No, we don't live in that age anymore. Most people still do, but hey. So you get my point, right? Goals, when you create a goal, it's like, it's pulling you, and you're having fun too. And as you have, for me, when I create goals, they're made to challenge me to step on my game, my mental ladder, because I'm climbing. Because I understand that if I set a small goal, which most people do, in a personal development, meaning they won't become aware of what their true potential is, or their skill set for that matter. The reason why you set high goal is for you to make mistakes. You know why? So when you make mistake, you become aware to do it better, to make it more better. That's why Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, or Brian Tracy for that matter, they said, or Mark Zuckerberg, they said you gotta fail fast, fail forward. The reason why you fail forward, because when you fail, and you see a pattern, if you set a small goal, you wouldn't see a pattern. You wouldn't see. If you think about it, if you set a small goal, you will be disappointed. You know why? Because it doesn't make you it doesn't excite you as much as a bigger goal. Now, for the bigger goal, it's just that you have to take smaller steps to get there, and eventually you will get there. But the problem is most people don't set goals, and most people don't set enough goals or higher goals to be able to achieve that. Because here's the reality. In my observation and my journey toward asking successful people how they set their goals, from CEO, best-selling author, is this, or celebrity for that matter, because I got Brian Tracy, Bob Proctor, Gary Vee, what's his name? David Yost from original Blue Power Ranger, and Becky G, how they set their goals. Now, what I found out that every successful people have their opinion about how they set their goals. Now, most people get stuck on that. But I take it in and I say, oh, which one is useful? But their opinion matters because it affects me and affect who I am. And I also asked Evan Carmichael, how he set his goals. Now, I found out that though most successful people have different opinions, but they still think that it's possible, that they can reach their goal. And so I don't believe in time frame, I don't believe in that. It's because for me, it's about growth. It's about challenges that I be able to build. Just like, for instance, I can now interview authors. But a year ago, I wouldn't be able to do that because I did not develop the awareness. I made a lot of mistake along the way. Terrible mistake. It was dumb funny now when I look at it. And I was scared, man. I was scared. Now, I can do it because I have set that goal, high goal, want to interview authors. I set it, and I don't know how to do it, so I trip and fall and cry, and it's like, God, how am I going to do this? God, I'm so scared. Oh my God, I was anxiety and stuff like that, and I was not happy, da 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 da. But then when I reached that goal, I realized I have the potential to do that. Now I have the skill set to innovate. But you probably didn't know that, but I already told you in my other video. Now, goals, you should set goals where it makes you happy. You shouldn't set goals of either your parents, society, teachers, or anybody else for that matter. You have to set goals to your heart. You have to set goals of your heart. You know, where you want to go, who you want to be, who you want to attract, amazing people, where you want to travel. You have to think outside. Don't create a box. Don't say think outside the box. There's no box. I mean, if you think about it, we have been given the amazing ability to use our imagination. We can go anywhere we want to go. We can see in our mind. We can travel to space. We can travel to future. We can create fantasies. We can create Pokemon. You know, hey Pikachu, come out, Pikachu, Pikachu, and stuff like that. But we've been conditioned to believe that we don't have creativity. We can't use our imagination because it's been out of us when we were little, or school, right? So today, I want you to do. Let's do a homework, since I remember my friend Michael Ozzie, the best-selling author. He always talk about homework. Today, your homework today is to be able to destroy your belief system, destroy or reprogram your mind to think the way you want to think, to be able to shape the reality that you want, to shape the world that you want to see. Because you can't change the lens. That is your belief and idea about who you are and what you are. You know, they said that the idea and belief and the people surrounding us made who we are. But we don't have to stay that way. We can change. And we can change for the better. When we change, as we change, people will see that, and people kind of see what's happening, and therefore they will change. Because we cannot change people, we can only change ourselves. So today I want you, oh yeah, and also create a vision for the future. I haven't finished that yet. Whether you do a vision board or writing goals down, you should write down your goals, and you should put it where you see it every day. And you have to reprogram your mind, because you should be, well, not should be, you should be happy now, and you shouldn't tie your happiness to a goal or people or object for that matter. You should be happy now, but enjoy the journey of getting where you want to go. Whatever that journey may be, I want you to know this. I don't know about you. Well, I don't know anything about you, but you have greatness within you. You know why? You know how I know that? Because I never knew that I could do this. I never knew that I have greatness within me. So you do too. So, since in the beginning I say, subscribe to my channel, dude, or ladies, or guys, this is good stuff I'm talking to you about. This is good stuff. Subscribe to my channel and I'll see you. Because this is about you. This is about you becoming aware of your potential. Your ideas about yourself, your reality that you live in no longer work for you. And I'll see you on the next video, because this is good stuff. Good stuff. You feel it, right? You get the good vibe. You're just like, wow, this guy's great. This guy is great, and I'm gonna subscribe to him. Just click the mouse and tap on your phone. And if you're watching on the phone, just go ding and bam. You'll get videos, amazing videos. Because I'm giving you the best. Always the best. You know why? Because it's about getting you the result that you want, not the result that you don't want. Most people don't want to get that result, but they still get that result anyway. So, let's do it. Let's change our life. Let's change our mind. Let's become successful together. Oh, that's what I want for you.